Welcome to Daniel, Verse by Verse, a daily devotional. X marks the spot. Isaiah 47 verse 5. Sit in silence and go in darkness, O daughters of the Chaldeans, for you shall no longer be called the Lady of Kingdoms. Imagine finding an ancient map with the location of a priceless treasure marked by an X. How far would you travel to find those riches? What would you endure to obtain them? The Bible uses a literary device similar to a treasure map. It's called a chiasm, taking its name from the Greek letter G, which is written like the English letter X. Like an X, each side of a chiasm mirrors the others. This draws attention to the main idea at the center. In other words, X marks the spot. Daniel chapter 2 to Daniel chapter 7 is a literary chiasm. We can visualize these 6 parallel chapters like this: A, B, C, X, C, hyphen, B hyphen, and A hyphen. A and A hyphen represent chapters 2 and 7. B and B hyphen chapters 3 and 6. And C hyphen chapters 4 and 5. The focal point, Daniel chapter 4 verse 37, is represented by the X in the center. Chapters 2 and chapter 7 show God's judgment against 4 world empires and the unholy church-state union. The iron and clay mixture in chapter 2 mirrors the little horn in chapter 7. Both passages end with judgment against the church-state system. God's faithful people are sentenced to death in chapter 3 and chapter 6. 3 young Hebrews face the fiery furnace, and Daniel is confined to the lion's den. God intervenes, judging them worthy of life. 2 prideful kings, Nebuchadnezzar and his grandson Belshazzar, are given time to repent in chapter 4 and chapter 5. The first is converted after 7 years of madness. The other remains obstinate and is weighed in the balances and found wanting. At the center of these 6 chapters, we find the words of a born-again king. Now I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise and extol and honor the King of heaven, all of whose works are truth, and his ways justice, and those who walk in pride he is able to put down. This is where X marks the spot. A trustworthy judge has given us an accurate map in the book of Daniel. Let's follow its instruction to receive our treasures.